this one particular contract negotiation, I said, George, look, I don't know if I don't know if I want to do numbers and stuff, but let's just say we were at $1 million a year, and so I said, George, look, man, I said, this is I think we could do 2 this time. I think we can double it. It should be $2 million a year, and then we kept talking, and then I said, no, I think the number is 3. And kept talking. I said, you know what, George? The number's 4.
Wow.
The number's 4.
Yeah.
And that conversation, it went from 2 to 4 in about 9 minutes of conversation. But I broke it down and told him why.
Yeah. What was that?
Now that's what you want to get to. So I'm going to give you so this is a good example for just how I determined my value at that moment. When I moved to WPGC, one day, about a year after I arrived there, I was sitting there with a guy named Albie D, who was one of the jocks, and the general manager. So Albie D asked the general manager, he says, because the ratings were just through the roof.
Yeah.
We're just through the roof. Runaway number 1. And he said, so how did you know this would happen? Whatever, to the general manager. He said, well, I know when I brought Donnie over for that amount of money, it raised a lot of eyebrows because he gave me, that was $1 million a year for 6 years or something like that. And he said, I know it raised a lot of eyebrows. He said, but the year before Donnie, we billed $10 million. The year after Donnie, we billed 20. Okay. So, Donnie took notes because you just told me my value.
Yeah.
The difference I made is $10 million.
Absolutely.
So in that conversation with George 5 years later, I said, listen, George, look, he told me what that number was. It's $10 million. That's the difference I made. Yeah. Now, we don't know if that still holds, if that's still true or not, but let's say it's 8. Yeah. Let's say it's 7. Yeah. All right? So now we're going to reverse the roles. I own this radio station. And you tell me with this guy, I'm going to make another $7 million, but I'm going to have to give him 4, so I still make another 3. Give me the paper. I'm signing it.
Absolutely.
It's done. That's how I think that's a lesson for me. That's how I came to that value in that particular deal.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, and I remember saying this to George in that phone call that night when we were talking, George, don't be scared of big, man. Don't be scared of big. I mean, just, I know this number is getting big, and you can get scared of it, think it's like a pipe dream, like it's crazy, it's too much. Don't be scared of big.